troubling development. We had our first fight, and by that I mean physical fight.
It's over. Dan accidentally slapped me.
I was gaming and I was locked in. It was very important, chat, okay? And then Phill comes up to me yapping about some nonsense.
To be fair, I got very close to the mouse.
You got up in my business, and so I tried to shoo you away. I didn't realize quite how close you were, and I just went, ha! And I fully under chin slapped you.
You slapped me.
Phill goes,
I was about to ruin your video game moment.
we looked at each other aghast by the contact that happened, and I'm into the, I am so sorry.
But Dan felt so bad, he wanted to give me a free hit back.
I was like, all right, I don't want to do the whole mind game thing. I don't want you saying, oh, you owe me this for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Slap me back right f***ing now. Phill, if we're going to get even, smack me.
And then I tried, but then I was too scared to do it hard at the same
Phill,
hardness.
like, violence just does not come easily to Phill. And the problem was, Phill kept trying to do it until he thought he'd done it sufficiently hard enough.
And it was not.
And this is the issue, okay? Phil's like, wait, okay, here we go. No, and I was, come on, Phill,
Dan.
try one more time. No, so I'm scared. One more time. Okay, Phill, you've slapped me 3 times now, but no, it's not even yet.
Look, I'm a pacifist. And then you goaded me so much, I slapped you too hard.
Phil just in my face. I'm like, Phill, you f***ing hit me.
I did.
You hit me. No, but you actually just hit me.
So now you've got a token to hit me back the amount of hit that I hit you.
Let's do it right now. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
Right. Oh, yeah, keep it right there.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Phil, you have to close your eyes, okay?
I'm ready. What? You lick me. That's even worse. I'm not licking you back.
Whoa. Okay, this is turning into adult territory. Stop. We're
Stop
moving
it.
on. We're even. The end. Hard Monday. What's up?
We're so hard today. Dan is dressed as Evil Easter.
We're feeling floppy.
I am dressed as Good Easter.
Which, for the Spotify listeners that are currently picturing me as Jesus Christ and you as an egg,
I'm
do you want to clarify what that is?
Covered in bunnies. You are the bunny from hell.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really helped. Everyone on Apple Music is crying on the bus right now.
I'm sorry. How else can I describe it? I'm in my penisy jeans again.
Ooh, no beans
Crotch.
should be described as penisy.
I saw
That ain't
something
right.
on TikTok about catching print where people are like figuring out how big people's penises are based on where the jeans go. And now I'm really paranoid about my jean lines.
I don't need these things in my head. You need to explain this to me now.
It's about where the jeans sit, because if you've got...
No, you've said it now. You've said it now. Here we are, crotch visible on the pod. You've got to tell me.
If some things hang a certain level, your jeans are going to go up less than if it's like pulled up where it's a bit smaller.
So Benson Boone, tiny penis. Anyone that's dropping trow, they need room for the 15-inch.
I mean, Dan, back in the day, you were like sagging to the max.
That is terrifying implications for Dan and the 3-foot penis back in the day.
You just wanted your ass out to the world. Anyway, what am I saying?
So today's going to be a rough one because we both got no sleep.
Again, rough dog.
It's your fault. We both had what we call the crazy brain, which is when you are up all night trying to sleep and your brain is just going for some reason. And the reason is Phill poisoned us.
I didn't mean to. We got some fries, we got some burgers, we were having a great time. I like my fries to be salty. There's a thing sometimes in London where they're like, oh, we don't want to season it in case we hurt you. I got the salt out, salted the fries.
Phill, every single week,
resalted them.
double salts the fries.
But it turned out...
We tried ordering from a new establishment, and guys, the potatoes were already seasoned. So when Phill double seasoned the fries, he f***ing slugged us.
I slugged us hard. The problem is I think all the salt was on the bottom of the fries because they dropped it in the box. So then I'd over-salted. So last night we
Our
had...
brains were the savannah.
Salt brain.
Crispy, cracked earth, absolute nonsense.
You were singing that freaking German song again.
Oh my fucking God. Ein feine Schwitzen, drei weit weiter, and eine große Katze.
This is meine Familie.
That was me for 4.5 fucking hours.
You were half asleep, but I could hear you saying it in your sleep. This is meine Familie.
I wasn't actually making the noise.
No,
I
you were
told you
like- it was
that.
kind of
You
like
were actually disrupting me because Phill was running in bed.
I was like...
What were you doing?
I dreamt a woman injected us with cocaine and put us on a plane, and then she said that she was going to kill us both, and I had to stop her from flying the plane by hitting her over the head with a brick. So I was trying to escape.
What the fuck?
I know.
Okay, no more potatoes for Phill.
No.
Because this is what happens.
Can I say cocaine? I got in trouble on Instagram for saying cocaine.
We might have to censor it for YouTube.
Okay.
You can tell everyone more about drugs on the Patreon if you like.
LSD.
There you go. That's just for
What
you
other
people.
ones do I know?
So it is
Sorry.
Easter, which is why we're dressed like bunnies.
Easter Monday. What
Christ has
happened?
risen.
Did he rise on the Monday or the Sunday?
He rose. And now it's just like back
Sorry,
to work, I guess.
I always forget this. What happened on Sunday? He died.
No, he came back.
When did he die?
Friday?
And then came back on...
Why are you giving me the Bible school
I don't
pop
know.
quiz right
You went
now?
to Bible. I didn't go to any Bible.
Yeah, I did the f***ing puppet show. I don't need to remember this. Easter Monday, I don't think it actually is a thing, though. It's just kind of like we're still riding that Christ high.
When he came back,
Woo!
was he exactly the same or did he have more powers?
I cannot answer that question, Phill.
Did he glow? Or was he just like, I'm back. I'm in the same clothes, chilling.
I think he was kind of back, only spoke to a few people in a very confusing manner that led to lots of gossip, and then he ghosted.
This is after he'd been in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights with no pancakes.
That was a separate incident, and the pancakes is the thing that we do.
But he had no pancakes. Was that wrong or right, Daniel?
Jesus had no pancakes.
Exactly.
But I do think they had the technology to make pancakes. We are going to have to work out if...
Did he eat anything in the desert? No.
No, that is the point. Yeah.
Not a gopher.
Can I give up Phill for Lent?
I'm sorry. Anyone
What's
that
up
is
with that?
Christian,
Phill apologizes.
I apologize. I just don't know the answers. He makes water into wine. He does all sorts of stuff. So I was wondering what other powers he might have.
Jesus has raised. Our buns were glazed. We did baking.
We did baking. Did you like our buns?
We were also dressed as bunnies. It's Bunny Week here.
Bunny
on Dan
Week.
and Phill.
I like a bunny week.
We had a lot to make up for because our last Easter baking video was one of the worst crimes against
was.
humanity that's ever been committed in the kitchen, which if you're not aware, the year was, like 2016. Dan and Phill tried to make meringue. Pastel lemon meringues is what we're making.
Easter treats.
How long is this title?
Pastel lemon
Pastel lemon
Easter
meringues.
treat. Delicious.
Extravaganza weasel.
Mouth friends.
Professional baking channel. We f***ed up so spectacularly by opening the oven to check on them that they melted.
Yes.
And we just ended up filming a bunch of, I don't know, like colourful egg white crisps.
They looked disgusting. Gordon Ramsay banned us from all his restaurants across the earth.
One of
after
you
that.
people took a picture, tweeted it at Gordon Ramsay and made him roast us. So we've got a lot to make up for.
We were slutty cats last time.
Hide your boyfriends and set your ovens to 200.
We're making femboy banana bread.
So we had to think of something to wear that was still exciting, but not slutty.
To some people, butlers are slutty. Butlers
they?
are sexualized, yeah.
Do you think so?
100%, yeah, it's a kink thing.
Are they sexualized to you when you see a butler? Or are you like, oh yeah?
No, I'm not interested in that personally, but a lot of people, they want the full service.
I kind of see it with the bunny tail.
Bell hop on my bell.
Hop on my bell with your bunny ears on, tail on, let's go.
MMO Final Fantasy XIV, they released a bunny girl playable race.
Oh yeah.
And the community revolted saying, we want bunny boys.
Give me the sexy bunny boys.
Something about the little round tail. Perky.
It is quite perky.
I don't have one right now, I'm not standing up.
He does have one right now. You're
I agree.
You-
More
you
salt
are
on
a-
the potatoes next week.
You are a rabbit right now. You have the tail on. Do not lie to everyone.
And we're not going to say how it's attached.
No.
Too early for Richard?
Yes. But it's not too early for a thing that is here. Ah! Oh! Kit Kat calamity. 12 tons of Kit Kats have been stolen en route from the factory.
450,000 Kit Kats are loose in the wild.
What the hell is someone going to do with 450,000 Kit Kats?
Who wants that? What is the value?
Not to get cancelled, but Kit Kats are low-key not that great either.
They are low on the tier list.
Yeah.
F the Nestle sponsorship.
If I'm going to steal a chocolate, it's going to be a Tony's Chocolonely.
Surely Lonely.
What?
Which nobody remembers or gives a shit
No,
about.
that's a Mandela effect. I'm not going
it's
down that
actually
one.
not.
Who stole the Kit Kats?
What do they want with them? What is the expiration date on 450,000 Kit Kats? You've
don't-
got 3 weeks to do something. How do you fence 500,000 fucking Kit Kats in the middle of Europe?
Conspiracy. They're going to melt them all down into next year's Easter eggs.
That would explain why they taste so fucking shit.
Well, Cadbury's taste bad now.
The inshitfication of all chocolate.
They have changed the recipe of
You can say it,
Cadbury's.
Phil. They were bought by an American company.
They were.
America does some things better than other people. Chocolate is not one
No.
of them. Don't come for me, please.
It tastes way worse. And we used to be known as
Phil,
like...
okay, say it with your full chest. Go on, do it.
We used to be known as the country with the good chocolate.
Yeah, fuck Belgium or Switzerland.
One of the countries with the okay chocolate. I mean, if we're talking about Belgium. Now, ugh,
What do we got? The truck is worth more than the Kit Kats.
maybe they just wanted the truck and they're just having a snack on the way to...
If you're going to steal a truck, do the one with 500 million tons of chocolate in it.
Maybe it's
Hell
like
yeah.
they didn't know it was full of Kit Kats. It's like when someone accidentally takes someone's dog.
Oh, fuck, we thought we'd heist something good. We've got the Kit Kat truck.
Yes.
Maybe the EU is hiding nukes in an unmarked Kit Kat truck. And so they thought they were heisting the secret diamond transporting one. And they were like, oh, actually got the actual Kit Kat truck. That's devastating.
Not the nukes. Willy Wonka, watch out!
Oh,
There's a new flop event in town. The Fort Lauderdale Barbie Dream Fest.
so people paid $350 to weekend tickets to what turned out to be an empty concrete convention center that had a cardboard dream house and a little bit of AstroTurf.
No.
They had a relay race with some cones.
Why do people keep doing this?
They booked out a breakout room and they had a panel. No one was on the panel talking about anything notable. So
Yeah.
people, they flew internationally. Barbie fans go hard, Phil.
Yes.
People, they respect it. And they're like, I want to celebrate with my Barbie community friends. And they got the DashCon experience. It was devastating.
That is devastating. Risky rim. ChatGPT keeps telling people to put garlic up their ass to boost immunity. Don't listen to ChatGPT.
These people deserve it.
Why is it asking him to do that?
I read that ChatGPT can detect if anyone's talking in an authoritative tone, and because it just scrapes the internet for language, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, they must be a doctor because they're using full sentences.
Stop it.
So you could just be on Reddit like, shove garlic up your ass, full stop, and they'll go, oh, yeah, this isn't just some Twitter argument. This is the proper grammar of someone giving medical advice that I will now regurgitate to millions of people.
Don't get medical advice or use ChatGPT.
And don't mistake cloves for bulbs, because, you know, the one thing that's worse than putting a garlic clove up your ass, putting an entire garlic bulb up your anus.
Apparently,
Isn't that right, Phil?
rectal garlic boosts the immune system.
Is what they said.
According
Well,
to Reddit.
Yeah, I mean, garlic boosts your immune system. There's plenty of ways to do things. You don't
Yeah.
need to anally insert it.
Well, that just feels like a troll comment like, oh, I'm feeling a bit tired. Shove some garlic up your ass.
That'd work.
Give it a go. That would wake you up.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that just to boost your immune system.
Imagine the smell when they fart.
I don't want to. Richard? All right, well, what a terrible time to be alive.
That was a really weird here's the thing.
Blame the world. We're just living in it.
Hello, world.
We had some friends that went to a strip club
We weren't invited. We just got the second-hand law.
because they were straight, so they didn't invite Dan and Phil.
What's weird to me about strip clubs? It's like,
I
hey,
would have had a great time. I'd have been like, yes, drop it. Mm-hmm.
but is it not something like kind of gay? It's like, oh, bros, let's all go sit next to each
I
other and get boners.
Don't fucking get sitting in a line with the lads getting horny.
Yeah.
That is the gayest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Oh, we're all so bricked up now.
Like this podcast, asses in our face.
Woo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look but don't touch. This is fun and not at all weird.
Interesting. Would we go to a gay strip club?
We have talked about this. We do not see the appeal in strip clubs.
No.
We are extremely sex positive, and I would say Phil on this porncast.
Porncast.
Maybe we'll include that.
We will.
We'll see. Yeah, we're including that. It's the porncast.
It's the
basically.
porncast.
Phil, I would say you're quite horny
I am. What? I was like, I am.
on the podcast. Like, you're not afraid to.
Well, here's the thing.
First, we've done that.
I think maybe I'm feeling the freedom of this podcast format and just reflecting my true personality.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And yet, the idea of just sitting in a chair while some hot man throws ass, it just seems a bit awkward to us.
I think maybe it's the social awkwardness aspect of it. That's
Are we
like,
broken though? Because like lots of humans, they love strip clubs. Yet
Yeah.
we just think like, oh yeah, look at that sexy bear on that pole.
Yeah.
Oh, go down to Twink Corner and oh, they're doing the splits. I'm just like, I don't know, it just seems
Whistle
a bit like.
those tassels, Brian.
I think I'd just be like, wow, you're in great shape. What a great dancer.
Yeah.
Have a lovely day.
Maybe we just need to rip the plaster off. Try it out.
Let's go to a gay strip club together.
No, I was going to say you should do the lap dance now. We get lots of views.
No.
Grease up the microphone.
Speaking of strip clubs, Phil's free balling.
I'm commando today, everyone. No, I'm not. I had to borrow some of Dan's clean underwear because
Oh my God, they share clothes.
normally I'm a holiday guy that just leaves all his clothes in the suitcase and gets it out. I'm not putting
You
it in the
are
drawers.
unorganized, you're chaotic. Phil's got his apocalyptic suitcase all over the floor.
Dan was like, Phill, please, can we just try putting everything in drawers? I was like, fine. I'm going to spend the first half an hour, rather than sitting in the sun, I'm going to put all my pants and socks in the drawers.
So that in 2 days you won't go, I can't find my socks. It's like, yeah, because you threw them somewhere.
Gone and bloody left all my underwear and socks at the hotel.
Phill left his entire underwear and sock drawer in the hotel. And obviously Phil, for no reason, like, I'm going away for 6 days. I'm going to pack 14 pairs of underwear. I need like a double myself accident backup plan. And I don't know what you need the socks for.
Do you know
You've already said too much on the podcast.
I took 2 coats. I don't know what I was doing. I've just got an issue with packing. I want to
Feels
take
like
everything.
I've got the 39-kilogram suitcase, and I don't know why. I'm going to be here for 6 days.
So I hope they're enjoying all
You've
my...
lost everything.
I got some new ones as well.
Oh.
My new pants.
If Aussie Bum wants to sponsor Phil, get in there now. It's like a life or death situation.
They've got some tight pants.
They're barely pants. It's just the elastic.
It's actually nice. It's like spring cleaning. I'm going to get a whole new set of underwear and socks now.
What are you going to go for?
Maybe I can branch out. I'm
Yeah.
always just like the Calvin Klein trunks.
This time you're going to be jock strap.
Yes.
G-string. Y front.
Thong.
Z cup.
I'm getting loads of like really sexy underwear adverts on Instagram as well.
Are those weird Temu pants that have like vent? It's like diagram, penis, steam, shoot. And I'm like, what are your dicks doing? This isn't a problem I've encountered.
Bulge and butt enhancing combo.
Oh, wow.
So it's got padding on every angle.
BBL and PBL,
Yeah.
front and back. Not much ventilation there if there's loads of padding.
No.
No, but protected from household tripping incidents.
Yes, if you fell crotch first into the dishwasher, it'd bounce you off one of the knives.
Silicone protected me. Yeah. Maybe you should do that.
What, just to protect myself from errant bees?
That's a great YouTube video. I tried Temu's biggest penis-enhancing underwear.
Sure, let's do that.
And now my lower half has fallen off.
Let's give it a go. Speaking of, there is a tree, or trees near us in London, that stink of...
They're the trees. There's no way to say it. I'm so sorry.
It's a specific
It's a
kind.
thing.
I think it's a pear tree or something. Why are they still making that tree?
Why are the partridges in it? Dirty f***ing sluts.
If we all know what it smells like.
I don't think they should be allowed in towns.
No. What's going on?
And it's the knowing look as well when you're walking with a group of friends and you go, and then it's like, don't pretend. And then one of them looks at you and you're like, I know what you are.
Is it called the semen tree? What is this tree, Leila?
You can't ask our producer what is the semen tree.
I don't feel like we should be Googling
I'm so
semen
sorry.
tree.
This is on the work Wi-Fi.
It is the calorie pear tree.
Known for its invasive nature and the strong, distinct smell of its white spring blossoms. Yeah, they're springing.
So Google is
And they're
calling
white.
it the semen tree.
I thought we were done with Here's the Thing, but My
No.
London has given us this incredible picture of a guy holding his nose, trying not to whiff the naughty tree. Charlie Jones knew exactly what he was smelling, and now we know what you are.
Yes. There's more scientific word for the smell, which is spermatic.
I didn't need the word spermatic
Oh
in
my
my
God.
vocabulary.
Well, this-
I have an extensive vocabulary that didn't need the word spermatic.
Smells quite spermatic in here today.
What, are you in the strip club? This establishment is indubitably spermatic
This is
on
a
this evening.
Filthy podcast.
Can we please? It's time. It's time. We've gone
Richard-
so off the deep end. Richard, help! Richard, please.
He better not choose something rude.
Go on.
No, it's 100% you.
100%. Fine. What colour am I going to get today?
Oh!
It's a blue ball for Richard.
He's got blue balls.
Just one film.
He's got a blue ball.
Oh,
Medium crack.
come on, save us, please. Do you think you'd make a good dad? Ah, daddy.
You had to make it weird with the daddy. Yeah, I think we'd both make good dads because whenever we're given a project, we go into it with our full, I almost said philosophy. You don't have a philosophy. You have a danusy.
This is supposed to be the Richard. Please behave.
Sorry, but what I'm saying is we really try when we are given a task.
Yeah, I mean, effort counts a little bit. I think results are more important.
Yeah, true, but we do get good results. Imagine if Terrible Influence Tour was just raising a child.
Ooh, who would be good cop and who would be bad cop?
I don't think you have cops in a parent relationship. I think you just have...
All parents are cops.
No.
Pigs.
In my opinion, you should just both be nice.
Oh, and then your children end up just terrorizing you.
That's if you just put them in front of an iPad for 12 hours a day.
I feel like they'd come to me to be like, Phill wasn't letting us do the something, and then I'd
Yeah.
have to be like the wise dad that would be like, well, here's the reason for that.
Do you really think I'd be the one that's like, you can't do this thing?
I think you would be all fun and games.
Yeah.
And then you'd get really tired of their shit. And you'd be like, Dan, deal with it. Deal with it. I've had it up to here. They keep coming up to me. You need to deal with it.
I think I'd be a bit nervous about accidents as well. Like, no, you can't climb the cliff.
Don't go near the bridge. Don't touch the knife. Don't go near the dishwasher.
Stay out of that tree.
Yep.
I used to climb trees that were literally the size of 4 houses.
Who let Phill up a tree?
No, literally, I would climb and the tree would be bending with my weight and I would just be higher than a house.
Kids bounce. It's fine.
That's the
you
thing.
got like plot armor until you're 14 when
Yeah.
you climb shit.
Me and my brother would get loads... Wait, how do we have gunpowder?
Okay, so you have a memory of you and your brother doing something explosive.
Yes. Do you know cap guns?
Yes.
Where you go... Cap,
Bang,
cap, cap.
and it makes a noise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, these have got these like mini little gunpowder pellets in.
Yep,
We used to
firecracker
get
stuff.
about 100 of those, pile them on top of each other, cover them in like petrol, and set them on fire.
Okay, that's cool.
Dangerous.
The petrol is the worst part there.
I think it was maybe white spirits from my dad's garage.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Is this why your complexion is the way it is?
Yeah, we would sellotape fireworks together and let those off. That was also bad. But I think I've got this in my genetics. So
Hearing, vision.
my kids would go off and do that.
Oh, God.
Rope swing.
Into the ravine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think our kid would be cool.
100%.
I think our kid would be cooler than us
Okay.
if they took the best parts of
I'm
us.
threatened by that now.
Would they take the best parts or the worst parts of us?
What is the best and worst part of me?
Your sense of humor,
Ooh. Yeah, depends who you ask.
curly hair.
Okay, you want them to have the curly hair.
Yeah, mine's just so
yeah.
like out of fashion now.
Oh, yeah, people are perming.
I
They're
need
not
to
straightening
I need to
anymore.
perm this.
But by the time it's their turn to be a cool teen, it might be severe emo straightening season all over
Oh,
again.
maybe.
Yeah.
I'd hope it would get my creativity.
Wow,
It.
not even a they.
They.
We're so
It.
woke. Our child is not going to be they.
It's an it.
It's an it.
Would we do a gender reveal?
Gender reveal is it.
It's it.
Are you ready? Headlines.
The cake is green.
The balloon is just going to have a concrete block in it. Yeah.
How much screen time would you let our child have?
That is so fucking controversial.
Is it?
I actually don't think the world is ready for that conversation.
Oh. I'd say at least an hour is fine.
I think you can watch Bluey.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's certain times, like on a plane, just like the kid on the iPad the whole time. Like,
It's
what
the
we
break
doing?
in case of emergency thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're acting up at a wedding. iPad.
Be
free.
Do you think we'd dress our kid in a cool way, like all in black?
I think
All
we
in
would
colour?
encourage them to express themselves.
Yeah, but if they're 3, they can't really say, oh, I want that.
No, they'd look cool as shit. They'd be wearing like K-pop clothes.
Okay, sure.
And then we'd put them into idol school when they're 4. I'm kidding.
And this is how we announce.
The Faby.
Well, we did the April Fool's joke last year, so it would have been born now, wouldn't it?
They, Phill. Jesus
Oh, God,
Christ.
they. Sorry.
I mean, there's nothing to say. Phill got a horrible Instagram ad.
Oh, shit. Listen, I'm sex positive on this podcast.
I don't think the kink shaming is the problem.
No, it was
the
just
level
odd.
of detail. Phill got an ad because Mark Zuckerberg knows who you are.
I'm not searching for this. I think it's because for a thumbnail, I was searching for gay massage pictures for last week's podcast.
And that was sent to third-party
Yes.
cookies, and it's gone now. Yeah.
Anyway, this is like a lad's holiday, and everything's about being a lad, being a bloke, watching the football.
But it was a gay holiday.
Yeah.
It was a gay holiday experience that was clearly targeted at masculine gay men
That I don't know they're gay yet.
that identify culturally as very stereotypically masc heterosexual vibes. And the language was very heavy. It's like, we will hold your hand as you come on this gay holiday, but it's not gay.
We might all be naked. But
It's a lad's trip.
we're just lads, but we're naked together.
And
but
they
we're
were
just
like, it's
lads.
about beer, it's about sports, and the peace of mind of knowing you're with other men.
Yeah.
And we're like, gay! We found it.
And there was a line that was like, we might drop our Speedos at some point, but I mean, everyone just does that, you know what I mean?
Just a bunch of blokes hanging out naked. That's what it's
That's
all
what
about,
it's all
bosh.
about. Lads,
And
lads,
so
lads.
naturally we clicked on the ad because we needed to know more.
I had to know more. There was an art class, and it was like, we'll paint each other. Of course, your cock will be out, but it's not. But it's all
They
just
were
a bit...
it was like, that's a bit flowery, right?
I don't want to judge, though, because I feel like everyone's in a certain level of
Yeah, your cock's out.
comfort with their sexuality, and if this is a way for laddie lads...
We actually thought it was quite sweet.
Yeah.
I was empathizing with these men, thinking this is their gateway into sensuality.
Yeah.
This is how they let loose. They're embracing their sexuality, their community, art, drinking, having
Because
fun.
if you've been brought up in this toxically masculine scenario where you haven't had a chance to explore that,
Yeah.
this is like their little gateway paradise.
However, red flag, the more we delved, the more info we learned. This was not a hotel that had a yoga retreat program.
No.
It turned out this was actually just two gay men in their 50s. They had one bedroom, but there was a throuples rate on the website.
Yeah, it turns out that you are sleeping in their bed and they're on the sofa while this is happening.
Who's ever slept in a bed with three people and thought, wow, I could do that every night as not just like a joke or that thing that happened once after a party?
I feel like...
What the does the middle person do?
I think you need a bigger bed if you're going to be a quadruple or a thruple.
Polycules, I know you're out there. The 11-person lesbian polycule listening to this right now.
Do you have a bigger bed?
How does it work?
Maybe someone can sleep at the bottom like a cat.
But see, I understand that. Because
Yeah.
then you're making a choice to have the uncomfortable sleep. I'm saying if it's not like a subdom situation,
Yeah.
is it possible to have three in the bed and for the person in the middle to be comfortable?
No.
Phill says no. Okay.
It sounds like I was saying that from experience.
So the polycule, is there anything you'd like to share with the class?
Not right now. Moving on to you guys for some hard launches.
Save us from ourselves.
Hi, Dan and Phil. My name is Phyllis.
Hi.
And
Hi.
I'm from the general Yorkshire area.
Yorkshire.
And I would like to hard launch bringing back sending men to the moon.
Okay.
We've got rid of them all by now, except the good ones, i.e. you guys.
Send
take
all
it.
men to the moon.
We could be rid of the problem by now. I mean,
could.
that's a lot of rockets. It is quite slow. Maybe if you like blend them up and put them in a tube, you can just
Yeah.
like take them up and then eject it.
This is funny because after you've sent this, they're sending men to the moon today.
It's been in the news that they're planning to do it soon, and
Right.
it has been several decades in the making. But it is a fun coincidence.
I think all of the astronauts should be women to counter out the last one.
Get Katy Perry back up there.
Yes.
You thought you had fun with the flower? No, you're living on the moon, lady. Take Trudeau with you.
We've done the moon.
We've done the moon.
I want to like
Call me when you're in Neptune.
prance on the rings of Saturn.
That's an asteroid belt, Phil. You're going to get fucking f***ed up.
Rings.
Phil was like, I'm so excited for humans to be back on the moon because then we're going to get like HD moon pictures. I'm like, girl, we've had HD moon pictures for quite a while now.
Dan ruined it. He was like, here's one.
like, let's just Google HD moon pic. There's been robots on the moon for quite a while,
It's done. We've done it.
but they're racing to plant flags on distant corners of the moon to mine deep space minerals, Phil.
Are you annoyed that we're going to die before there's like a Mars colony?
No, I feel like stuff's going to get real freaky and weird. I mean, stuff's already getting freaky and weird with AI, and I
Yeah.
think that space travel is going to be worse.
Okay.
You know my theory that like everything that happens in Black Mirror will
Yeah.
actually happen.
Yes.
I think that the Alien cinematic universe is
coming.
Is literally just exactly that.
Also, Earth is pretty cool. There's
It
lots.
is.
There's lots to do here.
Tell them, Greta,
There's no bowling in Mars.
and there never will be.
There might be one day, but then you.
Next.
Hi, I'm Megan
Hi.
from the northeast of Scotland, and I am hard lunching that it ain't my fault I got cracking tits.
Oh.
Right? I'm not coming after your man.
Yeah.
Stop complaining at me that your man's making comments about my tits. Maybe backhand him instead.
Oh. Stop looking at the tits.
Not her problem. Can't help it.
No.
And they are cracking.
What was that? Part of the studio just fell off. The tits were too powerful.
The aura of your cracking tits just made our wall crack. Yeah, the
Yeah.
front of those dotty lights just fell off underneath.
okay.
The sticker unstuck. You okay, Phil? Did you do a little piss?
I did a small piss.
If God has said you've got big naturals, it shouldn't be your problem to have to deal with other people being inappropriate.
No, be respectful, men.
Or horny lesbians.
Or horny lesbians.
Yeah. Keep your eyes up here.
Do you sometimes wonder how those breasts would feel? Like if you had them yourself?
I think that both of us struggle with posture as it is. I
Yeah.
think that maybe that would help you actually, because you're quite like this. Maybe if you were like that, you'd be fixed.
I'm going to sit like this for now on.
Crowdfund double Fs for Phil.
Yeah.
Next.
Hi, my name is Timothy.
Hi.
I'm from
Hi.
Washington in the United States, and I am hard launching that me and my partner of 9 years got into your guys' channels and podcasts this year. And then he very suddenly divorced me.
What?
So I've decided I'm keeping you guys in the divorce. I picked up You Will Get Through This Night and I'm reading it. And I am going to be okay.
Yes, Timothy.
You will get through this on divorce.
Divorce.
Phil, this is a real fucking
sorry.
thing.
No,
this
I'm
is
just
this is
saying.
an actual thing that is happening in their life right now.
I'm giving you a genuine,
Okay, well, I'm glad that you've got
levity.
my book, even if we've also got Phil here.
That sounds stressful to be suddenly divorced, but maybe it's a brand new opportunity in life.
Yeah, inspiring.
Imagine if we got divorced. We'd have like all this opportunity in front of us.
Can we get another? Is there another one? Can we do? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Emergency fourth.
Hi, Dan and Phil.
Hi.
My name's Elle,
Hi.
and my cat Angel wants to talk to Anya from last week's episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Who are these fucking cats that just squeak on demand?
We are now a communication hub for cats. That
I
is
love
our
that.
new brand.
Cat Hub. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
It's WhatsApp for cats. This is what this show is now.
What do you reckon they were saying? Hey girl, I like the sound of your purr last week.
Oh.
You sound like you got long whiskers.
You can ring my bell. Round the neck.
That was a nice cat cleanse after the devastating filth that preceded it. Last minute pussy saved the day.
Oh my god, stop it.
Am I right?
We love cats.
And vaginas.
And breasts. This is fucking terrible.
Right, we're
Like, it's just
gonna
I'm just gonna.
we're gonna drink loads of water and go to bed. What are you doing?
I would like.
It's over.
I was showing too much ankle.
Hard Monday.
This
bit
was
too hard.
A bit hard. We're fried. Sorry, everyone's ears and brains and eyes.
Do not double salt your chips.
No, that's the rule. But if you want more of this chaos, you can head over to the patreon.com/Dan and Phil, where we're going to be talking about
15 minutes of bonus yap.
Dan's straps. What are they for? Your ear just like fell sadly when I said that.
I'm drooping.
Thanks, bye.